What is going on, everybody? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another video for you all. And today, guys, we need to talk about ETF inflows, what to expect for the generalized cryptocurrency market, but give some emphasis on XRP because right now we are seeing some spectacular price action, really strong candles on the hourly, even the weekly close last week at $119,000 for BTC. And I think XRP is getting prepared for a new all-time high. Now, remember, as always, never financial advice, just trying to put you guys on the plays that I'm in. If you're new around here, smash the like button and also consider subscribing to the channel. So let's go ahead and dive in. The market is looking very good. Yesterday, we know Bitcoin broke a new all-time high of 123K, followed by again, a substantial retracement, nothing too crazy, from 123K to 117K. But what I'm loving is we're seeing altcoin dominance begin to rise. Ethereum leading the way, up 2.76% when BTC is actually down, almost back to 3,100 for the first time since Q1 of this year. XRP, though, this is the talk of the town right now, as people are expecting significant, and I'm talking trillions of dollars of potential inflows that can come in to the XRP ecosystem and take XRP's coin to a new all-time high, which we know even just if you look at the intra-year chart, which we're almost hovering back to all-time high at $3.30. The expectation is, could we potentially see a 5 to 10x multiplier? And again, I'm talking from a very, what's the right word I want to use here? I'm talking from a very modest perspective of what kind of price action we can see, because a lot of people are overlooking altcoins right now, but this is the time to be doubling down, especially for those of you that are looking to establish your positions in top 5, top 10, even top 50 cryptocurrencies, because it's the mega cap rally that starts after Bitcoin's rally. From previous cycles, we've seen this time and time again. And the expectation is then XRP will follow and hopefully not only 5 or 10x, but even go beyond that. Let's go ahead and talk about some things here. Let's ignore that ad there and let's go ahead and dive in. So this is from the Economic Times. XRP warning, price drops 3.2% today. Can surging ETF demand still push it to $4.50? Here's the full price projection. So what they kind of highlight in this article is XRP dropped to $2.91, holding a higher low, which is actually extremely bullish. Can bullish ETF momentum still drive it to $4.50? As the Security ETF crosses $284 million of inflows. So let's go ahead and look at it. XRP is back under the microscope as the price flirts with the $3 price once again. After briefly surging above $3 on July 14th, for the first time since March, the token has since corrected and is trading right around $291 as of earlier today. Even with the dip, momentum remains in favor of the bulls thanks to strong institutional demand, a bullish crossover on key moving averages, and a breakout XRP ETH ratio. Investors are now watching closely to see if XRP can push to $4.50 as a new price discovery point, and hopefully enough to get all of retail and institutional eyes on it, which will unlock almost infinite liquidity. For the short term, based off of what we're looking at from market sentiment, and you guys saw it on the thumbnail, we're talking right around $11 trillion that could potentially be inflowed to crypto, and XRP could take a significant bite of that. So that's the big thing that we want to make sure we're looking at. Also, you guys know I have been talking about overall market sentiment, overall technical analysis, and this is also imperative for each and every one of you watching today. So per Crypto Currently, which I love his technical analysis, and I consider him the #1 TA guy in my eyes on YouTube and on Twitter, he says, impressive weekly candle for Bitcoin. It's hard to have specific price targets during price discovery. Would rather wait and see if the price action develops. Momentum is a powerful force. So here is the go at it. And I'm going to make my screen a little smaller so you guys can get a better idea of what's happening in the market. So right here, right now, how long will Bitcoin go? Right now, we have entered into what looks like the early cycle scenario. So the idea earlier this year, again, back in the beginning of 2024 and going into 2025, the expectation is Bitcoin price broke out of its higher high, a brand new all-time high, and we've already hit this region here. We are trading above most moving averages, which is very typical of a bull market. Now, how low can we go? Where can we true retrace? Well, we broke out to 110K and we came back down earlier this year, all the way below 100K. So now that we have reached the support, the question is this a potential new floor? Because every cycle we see new floors, because also realize that this has happened back in 2021 to 2022 to then 23, 24, and 25. So moving forward to 2026 and beyond, can 100K or 110K become the new floor? And now we rally and see if we can officially break out to the 130 to 150K range. Quantitative easing is what everyone is looking for, and that's what's going to hopefully push us and push XRP, because Bitcoin is the mother. This is the coin that decides the direction of the market. So with that being said, guys, again, I think with everything that is happening at the moment, this piece of news coming out earlier today as well, XRP, Ripple CTO, or the Chief Technology Officer, emphasizes long-term utility over short-term price movements. Each and every one of you as investors needs to make sure you're continuously monitoring utility and things that are being built out in infrastructure for Ripple Labs and XRP instead of the day-to-day price action. Yes, it's nice to watch the chart. Yes, it's kind of nice to see when your projects of interest are rallying. But the most important thing for all of us individually as investors and long-term holders is where and how high can the price go following utility, and over time, where is XRP headed? And right now we know it's one of the most adopted cryptocurrencies in the world, and it has one of the strongest retail demand and retail base. So Ripple's Chief Technology Officer, David Schwartz, recently shared his insights on the recent developments in the crypto market, particularly focusing on the price movements of XRP and ETH. Schwartz highlighted the importance of looking beyond short-term price fluctuations and emphasizing the long-term utility and real-world applications of these digital assets. At the time of his remarks, XRP was trading right around $2.90, just below the $3 mark it had recently surpassed. This price movement generated significant excitement among investors, with some drawing parallels to Ethereum's climb above 3K. Schwartz acknowledged the positive sentiment, stating, "It's nice to see ETH over 3,000 again." However, he cautioned against overemphasizing price movements, noting they are not always correlate with an asset's intrinsic value or its ability to solve real-world problems. So when you're getting all this information and signals from Ripple's CTO, you're getting it from community members on all the social platforms, and you're seeing it directly on their price, you have this combined image, this combined synergy that's hopefully going to take us to where we believe XRP is going to go. We've been talking about XRP for years and years and years. It's one of the first cryptocurrencies I invested in the market. But at the end of the day, we're all here to hopefully see price go up. That's ultimately what is inevitable as long as crypto adoption continues to surge. Volume is looking still spectacular, right around $10 billion exchanged in the hands of traders. Liquidity on centralized exchanges is looking exceptionally good, especially over on Binance and Coinbase, showing really high retail demand, guys, which of course we know right now, retail is still the top holder of XRP and not institutions yet, because the ETF inflows has not shown the ETF inflows have not really truly begun for XRP like they have for ETH and BTC. So be prepared, not surprised. Always remember, when they panic, we will continue to pounce. But I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for your support as always. We'll be back for more videos tomorrow. And until next time, as always, keep investing. Peace.